The good weather continues from Fenway Park. It's the last game of the homestand. Red Sox and Rays coming up next. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox Baseball. Well, look at the Red Sox lineup tonight, and Marco Scutaro is back at shortstop. Last night, his ailing shoulder and himself moved to second base with a much shorter throw, the idea being that the shorter throw would help out. Well, tonight, he's back at shortstop and apparently feeling better, as the manager explains.
He feels good today. I think probably the easiest explanation is, when he has inflammation in there, it probably certainly makes him feel uncomfortable, but it creates that feeling of weakness. But he showed up today because I really feel good. He says, "This is the best I felt in a while." So, and we're going to monitor him. To what extent? See how he feels the next couple days.
The manager was brought to you by Bigelow Tea, Terry Francona's green tea of choice. We welcome in Jerry Remy, and Jerry, look at the lineup tonight for the Red Sox, and 3 rookies in there tonight in Game 3 of the series.
Well, the Red Sox starting to go with their younger players, and of course 3 guys in the lineup tonight, all coming up from the minor leagues. Ryan Kalish, who's been here for a while now, doing a very good job. Josh Reddick, who had a very good finish down in Pawtucket this year, and Lars Anderson, a split time between Portland and Pawtucket. And, you hate to make too big a deal out of the young players in a month of September. Terry Francona was talking about that this afternoon. A guy could hit 200 and be here next year. A guy could hit 500 and not be with the club next year. But I think the good positive thing about it is they get to be around big league players. And I think that's very important. You take a look at the way guys like Mike Lowell handle themselves. Some of these different pitchers like John Lester, how they go about their business. Josh Beckett. Pay attention to stuff like that. And I think it helps you become a major leaguer quickly. They also travel with the ball club. They get used to the big league stadiums. They get used to big league pitching. I think it's all very important in the month of September for them to get that kind of experience, whether they're going to make the club or not come spring training.
Well, last night the Red Sox had to deal with David Price. Doesn't get any easier tonight. It is Matt Garza on the mound. He is 14-7 lifetime, 7-3 against the Red Sox. We're back with more from Fenway right after this. welcome to Fenway Park as we wrap up the three-game series and the homestand. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome back inside the broadcast booth. One of the game's most exciting players, no doubt, is Carl Crawford, the left fielder for the Tampa Bay Rays, and by the end of the year could be a free agent for the rest of baseball to choose. The question is, where will his legacy be with this Tampa Bay Rays team after he leaves? It's incredible the rankings that he's put up. Such a young man. The 29-year-old was originally drafted in the second round of 1999 by Tampa Bay. He made his major league debut in 2002, and since then he's become the franchise leader in games, average hits, runs, doubles, triples, RBIs, and stolen bases. Four-time All-Star, starting for the American League this season. He set a career high last night with 4 doubles. We've seen a ton of players over the last 2 nights with the rosters expanded. With more, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Donna's roster's expanded for September. Teams have many more options to go to as the game progresses, and Rays manager Joe Maddon has taken full advantage of that. Maddon used six pinch hitters in a 3-run 7th inning on Monday night, and that prompted a discussion about whether teams should have a seemingly endless supply of players this time of year. I asked Maddon for his thoughts on the subject.
I think there should be a limitation. I think you should be able to call up X number of guys or 40 guys if you choose to, but on a nightly basis, X number are available for that game that night, maybe 30, maybe 29, minus your other starting pitchers, something. I think it needs to be discussed.
Well, Terry Francona had a similar opinion. He thinks the roster should be limited on a day-to-day basis. He said he thinks teams should have to be able to turn in a 25-man roster for each game. He said have the call-ups, that's fine, have the players available, but insert a lineup for each night. Don?
Thanks, Heidi. The elder statesman of the Boston Red Sox, Tim Wakefield, makes the spot start next from Fenway Park. Southwest Airlines, your New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Ford dealers, your New England Kia dealers, and by Bermuda Tourism. Hey, good evening once again, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway Park. Red Sox and Rays wrapping up their 3-game series. Red Sox wrapping up the homestand as Tim Wakefield gets a spot start tonight for the Red Sox. his 29th appearance of the year. This will be his 18th start, a 3-10 mark with a 5.19 earned run average. Opponent's hitting at 267 against Wakefield. Last start, you got to go back to August 25th in a no decision against Seattle. 5 2/3, gave up 4 runs, 3 of them were earned. John Jaso stands in and takes ball 1. Jaso leading off again tonight, second straight night. 280, 5 home runs, 43 runs batted in. As he takes ball 2, Wakefield wanted it, and it's 2-0. A strange year for Tim Wakefield, and really started right out of the gate in spring training. The Red Sox bringing in 6 starters, and Tim kind of wondering where his spot was to begin the year. And things worked out all right. I figured somebody was going to get injured, and of course Daisuke with a late start to the year. But by year's end, Wakefield in the pen for the majority of it, and a tough season. You look at the record coming in at 3-10, and trying to find a spot for him has been tough for Terry Francona. How to use him in the bullpen, that role has really never been defined. As this is lined into center field by John Jaso, and leadoff single for Jaso to get it started. Let's check out the Tampa Bay Rays starting 9. John Jaso does the catching with Ben Zobrist at second base. Carl Crawford, who he highlighted in the open tonight, in left field with Evan Longoria at third base. Carlos Pena at first base. Matt Joyce is in right field batting 6th. Brad Hopp used the DH with B.J. Upton in center field batting 8th. And Jason Bartlett at shortstop bats 9th. So it is Ben Zobrist, the second baseman, with Jaso at first. And that one drops in there for strike 1 to Zobrist. 248 average, 9 home runs, and 63 runs batted in for Zobrist. He's had only 3 hits on the road trip. That's been the bad part. The good part is 2 of the 3 hits have been home runs. And last night, a 2-run home run off Daisuke Matsuzaka was very important at the time, tied the game 2-2. Who knew the Rays would collect all the runs they did by night's end? It's a Zobrist with a shot to straightaway center field last night. He carves one foul off to the right and is down 0-2.
Of course, Ben Zobrist, a switch hitter, electing hitting right-handed against Tim Wakefield, like most switch hitters do. Surely makes sense at Fenway Park with that short porch out there in left field.
Then a quiet second half for Ben Zobrist, who gets a piece right off the end of the bat. He is hitting at 170 in the last 32 games. Did miss some time with lower back stiffness. Missing 6 games. I guess one of the interesting questions to tonight will be, how long can Tim Wakefield go?
Well, that last start you highlighted, Donnie, went 5 2/3 in that game, and that was not after starting a game for quite some time. Yep. So it's quite possible you get that deep into the ball game.
That was back on the 25th of August. As I mentioned, Wakefield working against the Chicago White Sox over the weekend, 2 innings of relief. Scudero at shortstop with a bobble, and everybody's going to be safe. Possible double play ball. He did have to go to his right, but instead charged with an error. And 2 on here for the Rays.
It's almost like Marco was rushing a little bit to get the double play right there. Never got solid contact in the glove. It's like it hit the webbing and came right out. That'll be the 18th error of the season for Scudero.
So 2 on and nobody out. And the return to shortstop for Marco tonight. It's not the throw that gets him. It's the fielding part. He's charged with the error. And here's Crawford, who turns on this and fouls it into the seats hard. Crawford hitting at 307 with 15 homers and 75 runs batted in. You know he's good, Jerry, but looking at those numbers in the open tonight, where he ranks in team history is remarkable in so many different categories.
Now, it's a young franchise, and he came to the big leagues very young.
Swing and a miss for Crawford, is down 0-2. I think most of the experts you listen to anticipate that he'll be a member of the New York Yankees next year, but we'll see. Certainly the prize of what could be a short free agent list during this offseason, as this is a pop-up on the right side. Hall is equidistant between first and second and makes the catch for the first out.
The Red Sox defense tonight will have Adrian Beltre at third base, Marco Scudero the shortstop, Bill Hall at second, and Lars Anderson the first baseman. Left to right, Josh Reddick, Ryan Kalish, and J.D. Drew, and Victor Martinez doing the catching for Tim Wakefield. The Red Sox rank 8th in the American League with 92 errors on the season.
So 2 on, 1 away, and Evan Longoria is standing in. Longoria with a long 3-run home run in last night's game. This one skips in, and Victor catches it on a hop. Longoria 294, 21 home runs, and 95 runs batted in. So it gets away from Victor briefly, trying for third base is Jaso, and he will get there safely. Broke right away. Remaining at first is Zobrist, and Jaso gets to third.
Yeah, the ball really didn't get that far away from Victor Martinez. As a matter of fact, it's almost right there in his throwing hand, but very good aggressive base running at second base by Jaso. Sometimes that's very tough to read at second base because you can't tell how far that ball's going away from the catcher.
This pass ball charged to Victor Martinez. First and third, 1 out. And a 1-1 to Longoria. Letters inside. It's 2-1. Longoria's 21st home run of the year came off Robert Manuel last night. There was 6 home runs in his last 19 games. A check on Zobrist diving back to the bag, held on by Lars Anderson.
Yeah, Zobrist with 23 steals on the season has only been caught 3 times.
Part of a Tampa Bay Rays team that is first in stolen bases. And the check, and they fooled Lars Anderson as he was off the bag at the time.
Yeah, he was the only guy fooled on that. Zobrist was not fooled, but Lars Anderson was fooled.
Lars hanging around first base this time to make sure, and back is Zobrist. Jaso at third base, Zobrist at first base, 1 down here in the first. This one fouled off, and it hangs here now at 2-2.
Evan Longoria with a .545 average against Tim Wakefield with 1 home run.
Remarkably consistent in playing time for him. 138 of 139 games. All at third base for the 24-year-old. The 2-2 pitch. Have to wait as Wakefield backs off, and it's Zobrist to look over at first base. Zobrist goes. Longoria hits a fly ball to deep left field. Back goes Reddick. Over is Kalish, and it's Kalish in front of Reddick. Makes the catch as Jaso tags and scores for the Rays. And Tampa Bay takes a 1-0 lead here in the first. And then Longoria gets his 96th RBI on a sacrifice fly. And it's 1-0 Tampa Bay.
Certainly deep enough. No chance at all for Kalish to make a play at home plate. And the Rays jump off to a 1-0 lead.
So 2 down. Zobrist still at first as the Red Sox go into a shift defensively on Carlos Pena. Hitting at .203, 26 homers and 78 runs batted in. Runner goes. Pena swings and lifts it to left. Reddick is out there in left waiting. And he'll put it away to wrap up the first, where the Rays grab a run. Red Sox are coming up. first inning, the Rays have a 1-0 advantage. Let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Marco Scudero leads it off. He's at shortstop with J.D. Drew in right field. Victor Martinez does the catching, batting third with David Ortiz, the DH. Adrian Beltre at third base. Ryan Kalish in center field with Josh Reddick in left. Phil Hall at second base bats eighth. And Lars Anderson at first base bats ninth. Ryan Kalish picked it up offensively last 5 games, hitting at .357. And on the mound tonight for the Rays is Matt Garza, his 28th start of the year. He's 14-7 with a 3.46 earned run average. 154 hits and 176 2/3 and 133 Ks. Opponents hitting at .235 against him. Last time out, a victory against the Orioles. 5 2/3, just the 1 run. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. 18th start against the Red Sox.
And the defense tonight for Tampa Bay. Evan Longoria at third base. Jason Bartlett, the shortstop. Ben Zobrist at second. And Carlos Pena at first. Crawford, Upton, and Joyce in the outfield. John Jayce doing the catching for Garza.
Red Sox trail 1-0 as they come to bat here in the last half of the first inning. Marco Scudero committing an error in the top half of the inning, leading to the unearned run. Charge to Tim Wakefield as Scudero hits at .270, 8 homers and 49 runs batted in. Made the shift with a sore labrum last night from shortstop to second base for the shorter throw, but apparently feeling better today, as the manager told us off the top, and moves back to his familiar shortstop spot. And they'll monitor that situation as the game goes on and as the year goes on.
Garza's had very good success against the Red Sox in his career, 7-3 against Boston. He is 2-1 this year with a save.
And of course, earned the American League Championship Series MVP award after going 2-0 with a 1.38 ERA in Game 3 and Game 7 against Boston and against Leicester. As the pitch in there for strike 2, 2-2, operating at 95 so far tonight is Matt Garza. Youngest pitcher ever to win an American League Championship Series MVP. Surpassed Baltimore's Mike Boddicker in '83, and a great series for him as the Rays, of course, went on to the World Series, defeated by the Philadelphia Phillies. 2-2 pitch to Scudero is outside, ball 3, full count, 97 that time, but off the mark. J.D. Drew on deck, and then Victor Martinez here in the last half of the first inning. Here's a pop-up foul off first base. Pena backpedaling to make the grab for the first out. Scudero retired as he fouls out to Pena at first. Umpiring crew tonight, the crew chief, Gary Cederstrom, has the play calling the balls and strikes with Fielding Culbreth at first base, Marty Foster at second base, and Jim Wolf is the umpire at third. One down here in the first inning. J.D. Drew stands in on the left side. The Rays are into the shift as Drew goes to the left side, foul. J.D. at .254, 18 homers and 60 runs batted in. Drew with the bunt bid with a shift on, and he fouls it off.
It's interesting because Longoria plays him pretty much even up until they get one pitch on him, whether it be a ball or a strike. Then he moves to that shortstop position. So J.D. Drew saw that and tried to drop one down that third base line.
Now he has 2 strikes on him, down 0-2. Strike 3 call. First strikeout for Garza, 2 down in the first inning.
Garza that time going to the changeup away from J.D. Drew to pick up the strikeout. Pretty nasty pitch there by Matt Garza.
Fastball, curveball, slider, and change for Garza. 26-year-old making his 28th start, 29th appearance. Remarkably, earlier this year he had a save against the Red Sox coming out of the pen. First of his career. Victor Martinez at .292, 14 homers, 61 runs batted in. And a fly ball to shallow center. B.J. Upton makes his way in. Makes the catch. It's a 10-pitch, 1-2-3 first inning, 1-0 Tampa Bay. Brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Second inning from Fenway Park. The Tampa Bay Rays have a 1-0 advantage. They scored on a sacrifice fly by Evan Longoria in the first inning. And it's Matt Joyce leads it off and grounds one foul. Midfield had to throw 20 first inning pitches. Joyce getting the start in right field. Part of a deal that involved Edwin Jackson coming over from the Tigers, a .231 hitter with 8 homers and 33 runs batted in.
Right now, Joyce working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Down on the count, 0-2. He's made his home runs count. He has 8 home runs, 2 are grand slams, 1's a 3-run shot. And 3 of them have put the Rays ahead. There's a fly ball to deep left field. It's going to hit the wall. Ricochet to Reddick, who gets it back in quickly, but Joyce on the slide in at second base with a wall ball double to start the second inning.
First base hit that Joyce has had against Wakefield. He's only faced him twice. So in his third at bat against him, against the knuckleball, he gets that one off that left field wall. And the leadoff double here in the second inning. Barehanded by Reddick out in left field, but no chance at second base.
So Joyce at second. Brad Hopp, the batter, the former Colorado Rocky, the DH tonight, as he taps one foul. Top 1 for 9 so far with the Tampa Bay Rays. Home run, the only hit he's got with 2 runs batted in. Ground ball down the first baseline, foul, retrieved by Lars Anderson with a foul ball.
And without question, Hopp trying to pull those first 2 pitches to advance that man to third base with less than 2 outs.
Hop, a 31-year-old, signed as a minor leaguer. Minor league contract on the 27th of August, one day after he was released by the Colorado Rockies. Added to the roster before midnight August the 31st. As this one fouled off to the left, so available for the postseason should need be. Seven-year Major League veteran, spending his entire career in the Colorado Rockies system. And of course, the Red Sox saw him in the World Series in 2007 with 820 career games in the majors. Off the backside goes Wakefield. Hop has had 20 or more home runs each of the last 4 seasons. Pops it up foul off to the left and out of play. And 29 home runs, and over 100 RBIs in that 2007 campaign, which the Rockies made the amazing run in 21 of their last 23 games, forcing the one-game playoff against the Padres and then getting into the World Series against the Red Sox. And Red Sox certainly overmatched the Rockies in that series, but you had to think that the 8 days that the Rockies were sitting around waiting to begin that World Series did not help them, because they were on a pretty incredible run at that time and feeding off a lot of their energy.
Yeah, that kind of put a halt to all the momentum.
Hop, the bat goes flying as the ball is fouled back to the screen.
Front row seated to 99.
Brad Hop has fouled off the first 6 pitches of the at-bat. There is another one, and the 30th pitch for Tim Wakefield of his outing. Hop straightens it out and lines it into right field for a base hit. Joyce will be stopped at third. Almost ran through the stop sign. As the throw goes to the plate, it gets away, and diving back to the bag is Joyce at third. Taking second is Hop, and throw airmail. So Joyce was going to run right through that stop sign at third base and then threw the brakes on very late.
Yeah, J.D. Drew's throw is going to go over the head of the cutoff man, Lars Anderson, right here. That's going to enable Hop to go to second base. As Wakefield backing up the play behind home plate so the run cannot score, because Joyce was diving back into third base.
So it's a single. They say that he takes second on the throw. And it is second and third with nobody out. B.J. Upton with 2 in scoring position, nobody out, fouls it off. Upton at .237, 15 homers and 49 runs batted in. He's batting out of the number 8 spot for the second straight night. He actually led off in the first game of the series. Lately it's either been Jaso or Upton leading off the different lineups for Joe Madden, as there is strike 2. Rays 2 games back of the New York Yankees, who've been playing a lot of day baseball. Yankees today playing day baseball, had a walk-off win. They win 3-2 over the Baltimore Orioles. High drive to left for B.J. Upton that is into the monster seats. A 3-run home run for B.J. Upton, his 16th home run of the year. And just like that, the Rays are on top of the Sox, 4-0.
Already 3 home runs in the month of September now for Upton, and that knuckleball stayed inside, and a line shot over that left field wall. Upton now with 16 home runs on the season.
5 against the Red Sox this year, and 16 in his career. He has not had a great deal of success against Wakefield in the past. A .222 hitter against Wakefield, but straightens this one out, takes it out of the yard. It is a 4-0 Tampa Bay lead. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. So this inning, a double for Joyce to begin it, a single for Hop, and a 3-run home run for B.J. Upton. And all of a sudden, it is 4-0 now, Tampa Bay. Jason Bartlett batting out of the number 9 spot. Down the right field line towards the pole, and a foul ball shy of it. Overstock.com presents the ultimate Red Sox experience, which includes turning the scoreboard during the Red Sox-Yankees game on October the 2nd. Go to Overstock.com for details. Bartlett with a count of 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Wakefield strikes him out. Needed that. First down here in the second inning. First strikeout for Tim Wakefield.
And the first strikeout for Wakefield coming on the knuckleball. It kind of spins away from Jason Bartlett.
So one down, John Jaso singled the center field in the first inning. Took second on an error, and then would score on a sacrifice fly by Evan Longoria. And there for a strike, 1-1 to Jaso. And better against right-handers this season, both in average and in home runs. 114-point difference between right-handers and left-handers. Back to Wakefield. Makes the play at the base of the hill. Plenty of time to throw him out, and does. 2 down here in the second inning.
Not an easy play for Wakefield either, because that ball didn't bounce up high. It stayed down low. But Wakefield able to keep it from going through the 5-hole and make the play at first base for the second out of the inning.
Two down for Ben Zobrist. Pops it up around the mound. Coming from third is Beltre to make the catch that ends the inning. 3-run home run for B.J. Upton. 4-0 Tampa Bay. For career advice and the big help, look for it this Sunday, September 12th in the Boston Globe at boston.com/big help. Somerset.
Yes, getting married on Friday and going to Oakland on their honeymoon.
B.J. Upton has hit a 3-run home run and put Tampa Bay on top 4-0. Very quickly in this game, they got a run in the first and 3 in the second inning. Red Sox went down in order in the first on 10 pitches as David Ortiz stands in and takes strike 1. Ortiz at .261, 28 home runs and 87 runs batted in. Well, coincidentally, we are headed to Oakland tonight.
Well, I bet they're going to games in Oakland.
Sure they are.
On their honeymoon. It'll be a long night tonight.
Yes. We'll get there sometime tomorrow morning. The 1-1. The sliced foul back, and it is 1-2. Red Sox with the overnight flight into tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is an off day in Oakland, and then we'll begin the 3-game series against the A's. The off day may not begin until around 2:30, 3 o'clock when you wake up in the afternoon.
There's a pretty good chance that by the time we get to our room, the paper will be there.
Oh, yeah. Might be gone. They may have already cleared it out of there thinking that you're not coming. In the dirt, Ortiz skips over it, and it's a full count.
Just don't forget to put your do not disturb sign out because they'll be knocking on your door about 10 o'clock to clean your room.
It is the third visit this year to the Bay Area for the Red Sox. Of course, they played the San Francisco Giants, part of interleague play. Ortiz fouling it off to the left, out of play. 97 that time from Garza. Ball 4. Ortiz down to first base. First base run of the night for the Red Sox. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, Jerry, I've got a different view tonight coming to you from the Neston Suite. Now, the Red Sox have 3 rookies in the lineup. Lars Anderson, Ryan Kalish, and Josh Reddick. And Theo Epstein talked about what this time of year means for those young players.
For young players, though, it's often a time to just get some of the nerves out, get some of the anxiety out. You know, sometimes guys will perform pretty well and gain some confidence going into next year, but just as often it's a time for like what Dustin Pedroia went through in 2006, where they're sort of not themselves, don't necessarily relax at the plate and do the things that come naturally to them, and it serves as sort of a period to get those kinks out.
And both Epstein and Terry Francona said while it's nice to see the young players succeed during this time, they don't put too much stock in it if a player struggles. After all, Francona pointed out when Pedroia was a September call-up in 2006, he struggled tremendously. Don, Jerry?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Yeah, no doubt about that. And actually, the next year also struggled for April and May until he turned it around. Red Sox sticking with him, and then it sure turned out to be an outstanding decision. As that is ball 2, and it is 2-1. Key matchup is brought to you by New England Acura dealers. Adrian Beltre against Garza, .391 hitter. There's 2 home runs against Garza. Foul back.
Heidi's got a great perch up there tonight in the Nesson box. Matter of fact, some of those people that were sitting behind her I met in the booth prior to the ball game. Yeah, those folks right directly behind Heidi.
It's pretty nice up here. I like the view, this nice bird's eye view. I get to see what you guys see on a nightly basis. I'm usually down there dodging foul balls in the camera pit.
And there's food in there and everything else, too.
There is food.
High drive, deep left field for Adrian Beltre, and it is very gone. Two-run home run for Adrian Beltre. Red Sox right back in it. Adrian Beltre has got RBI number 1,000 and number 1,001 in his career.
Well, Beltre gets a high fastball from Garza and just loses it. Number 27 on the season for Beltre.
There's Ryan Kalish, who will take strike one from Matt Garza. Adrian Beltre with his 27th home run of the year. During the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the pediatric trauma program at Children's Hospital Boston for every home run hit by the Red Sox. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. Kalish takes a 1-1 low, and it's 2-1. Well, Garza giving up a two-run home run. His second home run given up by Garza on the year. Ball 3-1. Garza finished the month of August with a 1.27 earned run average. A great August. Three complete games on the year, tied for fifth in the American League in that category. There's 6 career complete games. And this is lined to center, up and in to make the running catch. Wow. Nice explosive speed right out of the gate. He gets there to make the grab for the first out of the second inning.
He really does cover an awful lot of ground out there in center field, and very quickly. He's playing it straight away. And you see the speed pick up right there for B.J. Upton. That ball was tailing away from him coming off the bat of the left-hander.
So one down, base is empty. Josh Reddick getting a start in left field. As he takes ball one. Reddick at 185. No homers and 2 runs batted in. 1 for 2 in last night's game, and has a fair ball. Pick off the boxes. Crawford runs it down. Reddick will have a single with 1 out here in the second, and Red Sox taking some good hacks here. And Matt Garza in the second inning.
Yeah, good solid contact this inning. Certainly the home run by Beltre, the line out by Kalish, and now Reddick right down that third base line. Kind of a late swing by Reddick, but productive one as it bounces off the stands, and that'll hold him to the single.
So 1 down, Reddick at first base, and Bill Hall the batter. 247, 17 homers, and 41 runs batted in. Ball fouls it straight back, and it is 1-1. All tonight getting the start at second base. As Lars Anderson waits on deck, still looking for that first major league hit. It's up top for ball 2, 2-1. Last 22 games, Hall hitting at .292 with 5 home runs. Yesterday started the game in left field and moved to third base in the 7th inning. His third appearance at third this year. His first since July the 15th. Red Sox had a lot of moving parts in last night's game and wholesale changes.
Actually, both teams had moving parts in the first couple of games of this series.
Took on the look of a spring training game as things get out of hand pretty quickly, and the Rays put together a lot of runs. Came away with a 14-5 victory. Those two games have both been one-sided. Red Sox won game one 12-5 last night. The Rays winning 14-5. Lester the winner in game one and Price the winner in the second game. All fouls off another. All hits a Tapper foul, stays foul, still 2-2. Pitch count rising here for Garza through 10 first inning pitches. He's had to throw 26 so far here in the second, has just one out. Ball gets jammed and pops it up right side. Pena, the first baseman, makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Friday night, it's Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with Tom Caron. The Sox head to the West Coast for the last time this season to take on the Athletics and Mariners. He'll have a preview Friday night at 9, only on NESN.
Two down here in the second inning. Josh Reddick at first base. Combined numbers for Lars Anderson between Portland and Pawtucket. 130 games. He's 0 for 4 with the Red Sox so far. He walked in the seventh inning in last night's game. Came around to score his first career run. Entered defensively in the seventh inning. Got called up from Pawtucket prior to Tuesday night's game against Tampa Bay and made his major league debut. So tonight marks his second start at first base. That's with two down and Josh Reddick at first base. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Red Sox wrapping up a 6-day, 6-game homestand tonight. Last three games against the Tampa Bay Rays. Of course, Red Sox were swept by the White Sox to begin the homestand. This one is chopped right side. It's Zobrist at second base. He'll go to first to retire Anderson and to end the inning. Two-run home run for Adrian Beltre. It is a 4-2 Tampa Bay lead at the end of two.
Supercar Road Trip's second annual Connecticut Exotic Rally, September 19th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as Foxwoods Resort Casino and MGM Grand at Foxwoods turn the first level of the Great Cedar Garage into a supercar haven to benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Top half of the third inning back at Fenway Park. First pitch swinging is Carl Crawford, and he quickly grounds one out to Bill Hall at second base. The first out here in the third inning. One pitch and one out for Tim Wakefield in third. Tim had to throw 43 pitches through the first 2 innings. So he could use a quick inning here in the third as he has to deal with Evan Longoria. Longoria hitting a sacrifice fly to center field in the first inning. Picked up his 96th RBI of the year. And picks up strike one here. Down the line, and a foul ball. Called by third base umpire Jim Wolf. Well, it's been a very strange year for Tim Wakefield. So used to being in the starting rotation and trying to find his role this year. But one thing certainly has not changed, and that is his efforts off the field. Yesterday named as the Red Sox 2010 nominee for the prestigious Roberto Clemente Award. And that has happened so many times as a member of the Red Sox for his off-the-field work. It's actually the 8th time as the club's nominee. One of the 30 club nominees who are finalists for the National Award given at the World Series. And this is on the ground to shortstop. Marco Scudero's got it. Throw in time. David Longoria retired, and there's 2 down here in the third inning.
That ball looked like it took a funny bounce on Scudero, but he was able to make the play on it and got some pretty good velocity on that throw to first base to get Longoria. Caught it in the webbing of his glove, then had to really hustle to get that ball to first base.
So 2 down here in the inning. Carlos Pena, the batter. He rolls one over foul. Yesterday, listening to Scudero and the problems that he's having as far as throwing, is when he goes to reach back to kind of then make the throw is where the pain starts. Not able to get as much on it as he likes. Looked pretty good in that toss over to first base. And again, feeling better today, so back in the shortstop spot. Did he go? They check. Yes, he did, says Jim Wolf. And it's 0-2. Not so sure.
Very close.
Pena lines it into the shift, and it's Hall in short right. Throw in time. And the shift works out great. It's an 8-pitch, 1-2-3 inning. 4-2 Tampa Bay. Kitchen, visit FW Webb Showrooms, Frank Webb's Bath Centers for friendly experience guidance. Find your showroom at frankwebb.com. 4-2 Tampa Bay on top of Boston. It's the last half of the third inning back at Fenway Park. In the top of the Red Sox order, Marco Scudero, J.D. Drew, and Victor Martinez to face Matt Garza. And the first pitch strike in there to Scudero. Marco fouled out to the first baseman, Carlos Pena, in the first inning. Last night, as I mentioned, starting at second base. First time he'd done that since April 25th of last year. High drive, deep left field for Scudero. And that ball is gone into the monster seats. Marco Scudero hits his 9th home run. Second home run of the night for the Red Sox off Matt Garza. And it's a one-run game, 4-3 now.
Well, the Red Sox getting back into this game with the long ball. A 2-run home run by Beltre. And now Marco Scudero with his 9th this season also picks up his 50th RBI. Not as deep as Beltre's, but deep enough.
In there for strike one to J.D. Drew. Struck out looking in the first inning. Only strikeout so far tonight for Matt Garza. In there for strike two, quickly 0-2. Up the middle, but there with the shift is Bartlett, the shortstop on the right side of the infield, who throws out Drew for the first out here of the third inning. Worked out great again as far as the shift goes on Drew. The Rays are the only teams to do it. Going down here in the third inning, and Victor Martinez coming up.
And they got to stay in that shift with Victor coming to the plate, and they'll stay in it with Ortiz coming to the plate. It's very rare you see that. 3 guys in the lineup in a row that you throw the shift on.
Victor flied out to center field. B.J. Upton made the grab in the first inning. There's a pitch in there for strike one. Last 6 starts, Garza had given up 1 home run. Tonight he has given up 2 in the first 2 1/3 innings. Martinez hits a fly ball out to right center field. Again, B.J. Upton is out there, and for the second time tonight, Martinez flies out to Upton. 2 down. Well, the monster seats at Fenway Park are maybe the best seats in all of baseball, and now you have a chance of winning monster seats with monster money. It's the Red Sox instant game from the Mass State Lottery, and there are instant prizes up to $3 million as well. Visit masslottery.com now. 2 down here in the third inning. David Ortiz walked and scored on the 2-run home run by Adrian Beltre in the second inning. Ortiz takes strike one, and it's 2-1. And it slaps a foul off to the left, and it's 2-2. Ortiz against Garza, 7 for 28 with 3 home runs in his career. It's a pitch up and in, 94, and it's a full count now, 3-2. 12 walks and 40 career plate appearances against Matt Garza. Dealing with him here with 2 down in the 3rd inning, and the base is empty. Sliced foul, do it again, 3-2. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up for David Ortiz, with Adrian Beltre waiting on deck. He's already provided a 2-run home run tonight for the Red Sox. Ortiz fouling it off to the left and out of play. Fouled off again. And Garza really having to work here harder. Through 10 pitches in the 1st inning, at a 1-2-3 first, and then a 30-pitch 2nd inning. And here he is about to throw his 57th pitch of his outing through 2 2/3.
And he keeps feeding Ortiz those fastballs that are on the outside corner. David fouling them off to the 3rd base side.
Fly ball, deep left field. Crawford going back, and it's gone into the monster seats. Tie game. 3rd home run of the night for the Red Sox. Ortiz fouling off a bevy of pitches, and then takes the game-tying home run out of the yard.
Well, once again, Garza wants to go away. He didn't get it quite far enough away this time, and Ortiz, instead of trying to pull it, takes it to the opposite field. So Big Papi picks up number 29 on the season, his 88th RBI.
5th home run for Big Papi against Tampa Bay this year. And the Red Sox erase a 4-run deficit against Matt Garza.
Ortiz has really had a great year against Tampa Bay.
His 29th home run overall this season as Beltre fouls it off to the right, 0-2. Adrian Beltre back in the 2nd inning after Ortiz had walked in the 2nd. Beltre would connect on his 27th home run of the year. 2-run shot, and it cut the lead in half. And now the Red Sox have tied it up. Solo shot to begin the inning for Marco Scudero. Solo shot for David Ortiz. And here we are, 4-4 with 2 outs in the inning. Very high, 2-2. Third time this year, Garza has given up at least 3 home runs in a start. One of the previous times was against the Red Sox, May 26th. This is lined and by. Zobrist at 2nd base. He was in the area, but hit so hard that it gets by him so quickly and into center field. A rocket.
A slider that time to Adrian Beltre, and very quickly by the dive of Ben Zobrist. Zobrist is playing him to pull, but he still can't get to it. Beltre started this game 4th in the league in hitting with a .322 average. 2 for 2 here tonight.
So 2 down, Beltre at first base, and Ryan Kalish, the batter, lined out to center field in the 2nd inning. Well, the no-nonsense decision of the series is brought to you by SBLI. On Monday, Red Sox manager started rookie Ryan Kalish. And Kalish came through in the 4th inning and hit his 2nd grand slam of the season, becoming the 7th Red Sox rookie to do so. Protecting your family's future with affordable, dependable life insurance from SBLI is the smartest and easiest decision you'll ever make. 2 down here in the 3rd inning. Adrian Beltre at first base. Ryan Kalish to batter with a count of 2-0. Fly ball to left field. Carl Crawford is over. And he'll make the catch that puts an end to this 3rd inning. 2 solo shots for the Sox tie the game at 4. So Pocket Money, presented by Ace Ticket. The 2nd season has more money, more Fitzy, and more man love for Tom Brady. Test your sports knowledge now at NESN.com/pocketmoney. Well, it is a 4-4 game now, as the Tampa Bay Rays, with a run in the first 3 in the 2nd, had collected a 4-0 advantage, but Red Sox were right back at them. 2 runs in the 2nd, 2 runs in the 3rd, and it is 4 aside as we play here in the top half of the 4th inning. Matt Joyce takes ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. Joyce a double and a run scored in the 2nd inning. It's a fly ball to left field, playable for Josh Reddick out there in left. Backed in a few steps for out number 1. Wakefield with 1 strikeout tonight has not walked anybody. Tim has issued 2 or less walks in 14 of his 17 starts this year. Walks have not been an issue. So 1 out in the 4th inning. Brad Hopp, single to right field, first time up, takes ball 1. Ten of 15 first pitch strikes for Wakefield on the night. As the pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Some of the spot start. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. His last spot start was against the Mariners in a nightcap of the August 25th day-night doubleheader. It's matched up against Felix Hernandez in that game against Seattle. They've had 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned in 5 2/3. He's winless in his last 2 starts. Swing and a miss, full count.
Well, Hop getting the fastball there at the 3-1 count at 71 miles an hour.
This will be the 60th pitch of the night for Tim Wakefield. And it's ball 4. Just as we were talking about the walks, there is the first walk of the night given up by Wakefield. Well, it's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. And the question is, what is the Rays team record for home runs in a game? And the answer for you a little bit later. They have 1 home run tonight. It belongs to B.J. Upton, his 3-run shot in the 2nd inning. Flutters in there for strike 1. Home run for Upton in the 2nd inning, his 16th of the year. Now 52 RBIs on the season. Top foul, and it's 0-2.
Mentioned B.J. Upton jumping around in the lineup, usually against lefties. He's leading off. And tonight against the right-hander Wakefield, hitting 8th in the lineup for Joe Madden.
Swing and a miss. Upton down on strike. 2nd K for Wakefield. 2 down here in the 4th inning.
Looked like that might have been a curveball from Tim Wakefield. It is the curveball. He keeps it down and away from B.J. Upton to pick up the strikeout.
2 down here in the 4th. Jason Bartlett struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. First to check on Hop at first base. Back to the bag. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Jason Bartlett. 13 of 18 first pitch strikes for Tim Wakefield. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Top of the order, John Jaso on deck for Tampa Bay as they bat in the 4th inning in a 4-4 game from Fenway. 1-2. There goes the runner at first. Here's a high fly ball hit out to deep left center field. Back goes Kalish at the wall. It's off the wall. With Hop taken off at first base, he'll come around to score. As the throw goes to third base, it's an RBI double for Jason Bartlett. And the Rays take the lead again, now on top 5-4.
Now with 2 outs, Bartlett and that runner off at first base finds that left field wall, so that makes it very easy for Hop to score on the ball off the wall. Kalish going right to the wall. The jump can't quite get to it. And with 2 outs, the Rays pick up a run and take the lead again in the ball game.
Seven for 23 is Bartlett off Wakefield. 4th double off him. This one drives in the go-ahead run for the Rays. On top again. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Inside, Victor having a lunge to his right. 2-1. Down and in again. 3-1. So Wakefield, 44 years old, 37 days. And the oldest pitcher in Red Sox history to record a win if he can do it tonight. There's a strike over the inside corner, full count. Dennis Eckersley, the only older Red Sox pitcher to earn a win. That was back on the 17th of September in 1998. The inside, ball 4, and Jaso's down to first base. Second walk of the inning given up by Wakefield. Time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. What is the Rays team record for home runs in a game? 6. Which they have accomplished 3 times. Most recently, May 7th of last year against the Yankees. Other 2 times, both came against Kansas City, June 11th of 06, August 10th of 02. Evan Longoria had 2 homers in the game last season. Carl Crawford had 2 in the game in 06. And also had 1 in the game in 2002. Last night, the Rays set the season high. They had 5 home runs as part of their 14-run attack. (1-0) to Ben Zobrist. He is in there for strike 1, 1-1. Action in the Red Sox pen. Dustin Richardson is up. A pen we have seen a lot of the last 2 days. Fouled off, and it's 1-2. Pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Wakefield 3 2/3, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. Pitch 77. Down and away, and Martinez sprawling to his right to gather that. Swing and a miss. Wakefield strikes out Zobrist to end the inning, but the Rays get the go-ahead run. Lead at 5-4 at the end of 3.5. Behringer tonight at 11 p.m. for Ness and Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial, a show for serious sports fans. Well, back and forth we go. Rays on top now, 5-4. See if Garza can calm down at all as he heads into this last half of the 4th inning after an erratic 2nd and 3rd inning that produced 4 runs for the Red Sox on 3 home runs. Josh Reddick batting out of the 7th spot, leading it off. Garza's had to throw 67 pitches as he deals with the first batter here in the 4th inning. 1-1 pitch drops in there for strike 2.
Yeah, to this point in the game, Garza not nearly as sharp as we've seen him in other games against the Red Sox this year.
Last time against Boston, a 7-inning, 1-run effort as he was matched up against Buchholz. Reddick does not go around, according to third base umpire Jim Wolf. And it's 2-2. The man punched at it on a ball in the dirt. Two. Now towards shallow right center and falling fast in for a base hit. Reddick with a leadoff single to begin the 4th inning. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Well done, Kevin Youkilis and his charitable organization, Youks Hits for Kids, presented a check for $100,000 to the Italian Home for Children earlier today. The home serves severely abused children, and the money donated by Kevin helps pay for therapy for those kids. Youke also received a check for $10,000 to his charity, Youks Hits for Kids, from Burton's Grill today, which donates a portion of the proceeds from their Youke Burger to the First Baseman's charity. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Talked a lot about what Tim Wakefield has done off the field with Kevin Youkilis with his Hits for Kids off the field as well. A great deal, and this pitch is missing to Bill Hall. Ball popped out to the first baseman, Carlos Pena, in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. There's a strike, 1-1 to Hall. In August, Hall had tied Adrian Beltre for the most home runs on the team in the month. He had 6 home runs in the month of August. He has 17 on the year. As he takes ball 2 outside, 2-1. Foul off to the right, 2-2.
Shooting that last segment up in the Nessa box, I thought I saw Mark Wilcox up there.
I think you did.
It gets to Nessa tonight.
One of our outstanding A2s on our crew.
Didn't he celebrate a birthday recently, his 40th?
Wow. This one is fouled off down the right field line, back and out of play.
Maybe that's why he's got that luxury seat up there tonight, because of his birthday.
Does a lot of work with Heidi. I'm sure Heidi rewarded him by having him in the luxury box tonight. He does a lot of the field audio work.
Life's good right now for Mark.
Chris Nicini is our guy in the booth on most nights. He takes care of us, and Jerry is very high maintenance as far as his audio goes.
Who?
The 2-2 pitch to Bill Hall is on the ground to shortstop. Could be 2 to second for 1. That's all they'll get.
Let's get back to the high maintenance part. Did you say that I'm high maintenance with the audio?
I said sometimes, you can get a little upset about audio. And, the A2s work very hard, the audio men.
I would love right now to have Chris come down, or Pete from the truck, or Mark, and talk about just who is high maintenance with the audio.
I knew you were going to say it if I didn't first, so I went after you. I went on the offensive.
Well, you would lose that battle if I could get witnesses up here.
I have an occasional problem with audio every now and again. Can't hear myself clearly. But part of that's my own problem. Chris Nicini, outstanding. Was right on it every time. And Pete Grenier, our great audio man, is so good that we are taking him on the road with us. The grade A1 of Boston Red Sox baseball here on NESN, the man that does it all, mixes it all. And the truck he's going to venture out with us to Oakland and Seattle.
So we should really sound good on this road trip.
Should be outstanding.
Plenty of reason to stay up.
Into right field, Lars Anderson's first major league hit. Base hit to right field and doubled off. At second base is Hall. Overzealous in rounding second base. Throw back in gets him. But Lars Anderson has his first major league hit. They will get the baseball for him.
Now Bill Hall caught in a bad move at second base. There's the base hit by Lars Anderson. His first base hit as a major league player. A top spin ground ball between first and second. But you can see Bill Hall a little aggressive around second base, and the throw goes into second, and he is tagged out. And there's the souvenir for Lars Anderson.
Anderson at first to a 2 down. Marco Scutaro, the batter. He's got that out of the way. He had been 0 for 5 in his first 5 major league at bats. Mentioned he walked in last night's game, scored a run. 80th pitch for Matt Garza. Snap throw to first, and Anderson is back safely. As Jaso gave it a try, and that secondary lead for Lars Anderson.
Jaso from the knees making that pickoff attempt at first base. Not that close on the tag down there at first.
Down low, ball 2, 2-0. Now it's 2-1 to Scutaro, who has fouled out and homered. Outside, ball 3. There's a strike, full count. Scutaro now has 50 RBIs on the season, 3 consecutive years that he's had at least 50. And he goes on 3-2. It's ground ball to short and explodes on Bartlett. Another exploding ball in this Red Sox infield.
Now that should probably go as a base hit, but we've seen a number of those on this homestand. Ground baller just right there, takes that bad hop and up around the stomach of Jason Bartlett. And that will go as a base hit for Marco Scutaro.
So 2 on and 2 down. And another chance here for the Red Sox to trail by a run. Blue struck out in the first. He grounded out in the third, 0 for 2. Line to right, Joyce coming in to make the catch on the sinking liner that ends the inning. Red Sox strand a pair, 5-4 Tampa Bay.
you treated, and the Red Sox so far with 3 home runs. Adrian Beltre with a 2-run shot. Marco Scudero, solo home run. And David Ortiz going the opposite field for a home run.
Carl Crawford leading it off here in the 5th inning. It's Crawford, Longoria, and Pena. And a swing and a foul. It's 0-2. Action behind Wakefield as he works into the 5th inning. Scott Atchison up in the pen. Dustin Richardson had been warming earlier. Wakefield ran into some trouble in the 2nd inning. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 3. 4th strikeout for Tim Wakefield starts the 5th inning.
And 3rd time tonight he's got Carl Crawford, this time on a high knuckleball for the strikeout. So Wakefield on his 80th pitch of the night picks up the strikeout.
One down here in the 5th inning. Evan Longoria, sacrifice fly and a ground out. Well, Atchison joined by Richardson, who was up earlier, back up again with 1 out here in the 5th. Longoria to left field down the line. Over goes Reddick to make the running catch into the corner. He made the grab. Josh Reddick, as that one was bending away, goes into the corner to make the running catch. Nice play, 2 down.
Very good jump on the ball out in left field, and fearless as he gets to that wall, making the catch on a soft line drive. That's a tough corner to go into, and Reddick made it look easy.
So 2 down here in the 5th inning as Carlos Pena now bats. 0 for 2, and he lines one into center field. And a 2-out single for Carlos Pena. Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Carlos Pena, who's really been struggling at the plate offensively coming into this game. 0 for his last 23 and was 0 for 2 in his first 2 at-bats. So 0 for his last 25 before that single into center field. With 2 outs here in the 5th. Now Matt Joyce sends 1 foul. Joyce a double and a run scored in the 2nd. Flat out to left in the 4th. Fly ball to right field. Back goes J.D. Drew in front of the track to make the catch. It ends the inning. Halfway through this one, it's 5-4 Rays.
Lincoln, Rhode Island, is a proud sponsor of Red Sox baseball on Nesson. During the 2010 season, Twin River will donate $100 to the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon for every Red Sox stolen base. Twin River Casino. So much, so close, so rewarding.
Bottom of the fifth inning back at Fenway Park, 5-4. The Rays on top of the Red Sox. Victor Martinez leading it off and taking a pitch inside. Victor has done the same thing twice. It's fly out to center field to B.J. Upton. Did it in the first, did it again in the third. He'll be followed by Ortiz and Beltre here in the fifth inning. Garza at 87 pitches. He works to the first batter of the fifth inning. He's given up 3 home runs. All came within the first 3 innings. And there's a strike, 2-1. Garza coming into this outing tonight with 14 victories, 14-7, with a 3.46 earned run average. His 90th pitch. There's a high fly ball headed out towards deep right center field. Back towards the pen, and that ball is gone. Victor Martinez with his 15th home run of the year. A long one out there to right center field, and it ties the score at 5. 4th home run of the night for the Red Sox off Matt Garza.
Home runs, the story so far in this game for the Boston Red Sox. Martinez, number 15. This ball was headed out in the direction of that Jordan's Furniture baseball, but not quite enough. It's into the Red Sox bullpen as deflected by some fans. That's about as close as we've seen as one Jordan's circle out there.
A 6-game hitting streak with a big home run here for Victor Martinez to tie the score. 5-5 now here in the 5th. As David Ortiz swings at the 0-1 and fouls it off. It's 0-2. And Matt Garza giving up 4 home runs in a game. 3rd time in his career he has done that. 0-2 pitch to Ortiz. Goes at the breaking ball and misses downstairs. 1-2. David with a walk and a solo home run in his first 2 plate appearances against Garza tonight. Inside, 2-2. Beltre waiting on deck. Another push in this lineup doing a lot of damage. Martinez, Ortiz, and Beltre all homers. As Ortiz golfs one foul off to the left. Pitching line brought to you by Lexus. Matt Garza, 4+ innings, 9 hits, 5 runs. He's given up 4 home runs, a walk and a K. Rolling inside, and it is a full count. No action right now in the Rays pen. As Garza is up a leadoff home run to Victor Martinez here in the 5th. Nobody warming, some limbering up going on. 6th full count, and Martinez fouls it straight back. He's had some long at bats tonight. Third straight time David has had a full count. Ended up walking in the second, homering in the third, and Jim Hickey is going to get somebody up. Ball 4, second free pass of the night for David Ortiz. Jim Hickey headed out. By some time, they do have Qualls warming in the pen. Right they obtained from the Arizona Diamondbacks at the trade deadline. The Rays had a 4-0 advantage for Joe Maddon in this game. Red Sox set it up 4-4. Rays went ahead 5-4 with a run in the fourth, and the Red Sox have tied this game up 5-5. Back and forth we go with nobody out in the last half of the fifth inning. Garza coming into this outing and made 2 previous starts at Fenway this season and given up 3 runs in those 2 starts in 15 innings. And has allowed 5 in 4+. Adrian Beltre has homered and singled and rips this foul. Tim Bogard doing a dance to get out of the way. Chop foul, 0-2, 100 pitches for Matt Garza. Nobody out in the fifth. Well, we've seen 13 total home runs in this 3-game series. All been flying out of Fenway. Off the end of the bat, foul. Off to the right, protecting the plate again is Beltre. Tim Wakefield is gone the first 5 innings, thrown 85 pitches. Scott Atchison continuing to warm in the Red Sox pen. Here's Tim Wakefield may be done. 0-2 fouled off. Front foot of Adrian Beltre. Atchison has the look of somebody who's coming on in this next inning.
Yeah, I think they got the maximum amount of pitches out of Tim Wakefield tonight as they could.
Inside, 1-2. Straightens up Beltre.
Get another run in this inning. They'll give him a chance to get a W.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2, gets away, and no advance for Ortiz at first base. Turns on this, sends it foul hard back into the seats. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat. I wonder if it's the end of the line for Garza. If he can get through this inning, may not. A 2-2. He was grounded foul, and we'll do it again.
Pumping those fastballs inside, and Beltre keeps fouling them off. Pulling them foul.
Two pitch to Beltre. Down the line at third, Longoria bobbles it. The throw across is still going to get Beltre. Longoria Longoria did not play it cleanly, but still able to get Beltre. Nice throw from Longoria for the first out of the inning.
Now, Longoria had to make that adjustment very quickly from thinking about a double play to just getting an out. And he just does get the out at first base.
I wondered if Matt Garza would get through the inning. He will not. Joe Madden will make the pitching change. With one out here in the 5th inning, David Ortiz at first in a 5-5 game.
It is brought to you by Foxwoods.
Matt Garza done after 4 1/3 innings. Game tied 5-5 with one out. As this call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. Chad Qualls, a 32-year-old, has made 15 appearances for the Rays since being acquired from Arizona on July the 31st. 11 of the 15 have been scoreless. 6.17 earned run average. We're sitting at 302 against Qualls. Comes in with one out. David Ortiz at second base. And Ryan Kalish standing in. Kalish 0 for 2. He's lined out center and flied out to left. Chopped down the first baseline. It'll go foul. Just 4 1/3 inning for Garza, his shortest outing since July the 5th. And he went 3 innings against the Red Sox. He had a shorter outing as a starter. He went an inning in the 3rd against the Florida Marlins, giving up 8 runs. And tonight, leaving after 4 1/3, giving up 9 hits, so far 5 runs. He's responsible for David Ortiz at second base. 1-1 is outside, ball 2. 4 home runs allowed by Matt Garza in this game tonight to the Red Sox. Kalish hits a fly ball to left field deep, sending Crawford back. That's off the scoreboard. Ortiz coming around. He'll score the go-ahead run as Kalish into second base with an RBI double. Red Sox have a 6-5 lead.
I'm not exactly sure where that ball hit up the scoreboard, but it looked like it was awful low. And it seems to me that if Crawford had taken maybe another step or two back, he may have had a play on it. And Kayes will certainly take it. Let's see where this ball hits. Right about at that white line. And here comes the organ.
Kalish safe at second, safe and secure. New York Life. Liner to left off the bat of Reddick is caught out there by Crawford. As Kalish remains at second base, 2 down. And Reddick got after that first pitch, lining out 2 away, and Bill Hall coming up.
Now for Kalish with that double off the wall, that's his 15th RBI of the season.
The run is charged to Garza, and the book is now closed. Garza is on the hook. As he goes 4 1/3, 9 hits, 6 runs, walks 2, and strikes out 1. 2 outs in the 5th. Ryan Kalish at second base. Bill Hall 0 for 2 in the game. Hard hit to the backhand at third. Longoria Hanson throws. Whoa! It's off Pena and up the line. Around comes Kalish, and the Red Sox lead it 7-5. Errant throw from third base from Evan Longoria, and the Red Sox take a 2-run lead.
Well, he makes a nice play on the ball on contact, but then throws it away at first base. He had plenty of time. The ball's hit hard by Bill Hall. There's the backhanded play. He's able to get himself up in a pretty good position right there to throw the ball, but he just doesn't get enough on it. It bounces in front of Pena. Pena can't come up with it, and the Red Sox get another run.
Two down here in the inning. The error charge to Longoria. No RBI on the play as they check on Hall at first base. So the Red Sox are down 4-0, down 5-4. Now they have a 7-5 lead with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Club of Plymouth. 0-1 the count to Lars Anderson, who has his first major league hit tonight. Swing and a miss. Down on the count, 0-2. Both teams have scored 24 runs in this series. Plenty of offense between the Red Sox and the Rays in the 3-game series, and we got a long way to go. Anderson may have gone on a pitch down and in. Yes, he did. And that will end the inning. But the Red Sox score 3 times and take a 7-5 lead. fantasy football draft, a look at Dice K's new charity, and more. It's all on the Ultimate Red Sox Show, presented by Arbella Insurance, Sunday at 2:30. All right, on the Monster, back for their first anniversary on the Monster, and still together, Chuck and Steph.
Congratulations on that first anniversary.
Scott Atchison into the game for Tim Wakefield to pitch in the 6th inning. Wakefield gives the Red Sox 5 and eligible for a victory here tonight. Needs some help from the pen. Brad Hott takes strike 1. Five innings for Wakefield. 6 hits, 5 runs in his spot start tonight. Walked 2, struck out 4. And there's more action to follow. Hideki Okajima warming in the pen. Ground ball down the first baseline is fair. Anderson dives. He flips to Atchison for the out. Nice play by Lars Anderson, diving down the line to knock it down, and then he flips to Atchison.
Yeah, going across his body, too. That ball right over the bag. The dive knocks it down, gets it with the bare hand, and gives a nice throw to Atchison, covering first base. Did not panic on that. Took his time and recorded the out. Nice job by Anderson.
Out here in the 6th inning, B.J. Upton hit a 3-run shot off Tim Wakefield back in the 2nd inning. Struck out swinging in the 4th. He is 1 for 2. As he takes strike 1. Fouled off to the right, 0-2. On Wakefield, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, walked 2, struck out 4. Came into tonight's action with a record of 3-10. Atchison's 0-2. In there for strike 3. B.J. Upton doesn't think so. Says some stuff to Gary Cedarstrom. Says some more stuff. He's out number 2 of the 6th inning.
Now that's a pitch that's so effective for Atchison. That cut fastball. He throws it inside and has the appearance of an inside pitch, and then it tails in and hits the inside corner. Very effective pitch for Scott Atchison.
Two down here in the 6th inning. Jason Bartlett fouls it off to the right, and look out. He's over by our photographers on the first camera here at Fenway Park. Look out, Joe Stafford. Look out, Mike Pomeroy.
Wow.
Some of Mike Pomeroy's stuff is no longer with him. Everything intact, Mike? You okay over there? All good.
If you want to stay on that theme of high maintenance, as you accused me of with the audio, you mentioned Joe Stafford's name.
Yes.
And Joe Stafford, of course, tapes our opens.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that you're a little high maintenance in the open.
So why high maintenance? Wow. We got to get to the bottom. 1-2 is a fly ball to left. Reddick is headed back.
A little bit more on this.
Onto the warning track to make the catch. And it's the inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Atchison. 7-5 Red Sox.
dish pizza, think again. Think full flavor like blackened chicken fettuccine or tikka masala. Think Uno, way deeper than pizza.
7-5, Red Sox on top of the Rays. We head to the last half of the 6th inning. And leading it off is Marco Scutaro. Jack Paul's back on the mound for the Rays. Scutaro tonight is 2 for 3 in the ballgame, a home run and an infield hit. The Tigers have a 5-1 lead, actually a 5-1 win over the Chicago White Sox. A 2-hour and 4-minute game. What is that?
Did Burley pitch that?
He must have. No, John Danks.
John Danks
against Jeremy Bonderman.
Wow. Like you shouldn't even get paid for a game like that.
The 1-1. Low and outside, and it's 2-1. Double-barreled action. Randy Choate and Grant Balfour warming up in the pen. Ball's allowing inherited runners to score in the 5th. This is driven to left and back over the head of Crawford and off the scoreboard. Heading for second is Scutaro. The throw is high, and Scutaro is in low with the slide for a double.
Well, Marco Scutaro having quite a night. 3 for 4, the home run single, and now the double off the base of the wall. Short hops the wall. Crawford with the throw in. It's a little high at second base, and Scutaro has the double. Out comes Joe Madden. Here comes the organ.
Safe at second, safe and secure, New York Life. Joe Madden to make the change here. 7-5, Red Sox on top. Seven to 5, the Red Sox on top of the Rays with nobody out here in the 6th inning. A pitching change for Tampa Bay. Then on the left-hander, Randy Choate into the game, and J.D. Drew, the battery faces with Scutaro at second base. And Drew with a swing and a miss. So Choate becomes the 3rd pitcher used by Joe Madden tonight, his 73rd appearance of the year. 4-3, 4.26 earned run average, and it's sitting at 245 against him. Drew is 5 for 9 against Joe. Hitting at .556. It's a lefty that Drew has handled.
One thing you know you're going to get from Choate is a lot of breaking balls. So that's off the 2 to J.D. Drew.
Puts it down the right field line, foul. And it hangs at 0-2. Choate 2 games behind the major league leader Pedro Feliciano of the New York Mets in appearances in the major leagues. For Choate, a lot of his are 1 and out. Grant Balfour ready in the pen. We have Victor Martinez waiting on deck. It was 0-2 to J.D. Drew. Scudero at second base. Off the end of the bat. Off the glove of Longoria. Bartlett's throw not going to be in time, and it brings Pena off the bag. That had all kinds of spin on it. It's a base hit. It's time for a game break. And Tom Caron, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here it is 7-5. The Red Sox trail to 1 point in this game, 4-0. And 5-4, but a 7-5 lead. There's at first and second, nobody out. Victor Martinez is ready to face Randy Choate here in the 6th. Inside corner for strike 1.
Choate may be in here for 3 batters. Drew, Martinez, and Ortiz. You saw Balfour warming in the bullpen, and of course Beltre follows Ortiz.
Outside 1-1. At second base, Drew at first base. Nobody out here in the 6th inning. Framed by Jaso, but it's ball 2. Tight 3-1. Double for Scudero to start the inning. J.D. Drew with the infield hit. First and second, nobody out. 3-1 to Victor Martinez, who homered in his last at bat into the bullpen. Ground ball right side and throw into right field, a base hit. Scudero being waved around. He will score, and the Red Sox lead at 8-5.
Martinez continues to do the job big time from the right side of the plate. This time going to the opposite field. He takes that Choate fastball that's down and finds that hole between first and second. Marco Scudero being waved on by Tim Bogard. No problem scoring, not even a throw, just kind of a weak throw into the cutoff man. So a couple of RBIs on the night for Victor Martinez.
Two on, nobody out. David Ortiz settles in as Choate continues to work. In the dirt, gets away. Everybody will move up. Drew to third, Martinez to second. And it pitch that gets away from Choate.
Tries to snap off that breaking ball and deflects right off the glove of John Jaso up on the backstop.
And the pinch runner here for J.D. Drew. As he took third base. And it'll be Patterson who will run for him. And the Rays coming in with the fourth best bullpen earned run average as a group. And Qualls has given up 2 runs so far. This is to the backhand at second as Zobrist with the infield in. They get the runner between second and third tied up, and now Zobrist is going to run at the lead runner, Patterson. And Jaso will get him as taking second base is Ortiz. So Patterson is, for some reason, still in a rundown.
Yeah, see, that's Patterson's bag. That's the problem. The mistake made there by the Red Sox, they're both going to be out.
Because he started there.
He started there. That's his bag. When he gets back to the bag, if they're both tagged, he is safe. It's the second man that's out. So that's Patterson's mistake for running off the bag.
And they are both out as a result.
Now watch Patterson go back. Okay, they're going to tag Victor Martinez. Victor was standing on the bag, though. Oh, they were both on the bag at the same time. So that's Patterson's mistake for coming off the bag. That's his bag. He's going to stay there. It's the lead man's bag.
Or Victor's got to return to second base and allow him to come back.
Exactly. That's a very heads-up play by Ben Zobrist because, Patterson was not that far off the bag, but he saw the runner going to third base, so he knew he had a chance to trap both of them. And Zobrist made a heck of a play there. And then the Red Sox made a mental mistake by having Patterson leave the bag.
In the meantime, Ortiz took second.
Right. Now, when both guys get to the bag, when they're both standing on the bag and somebody's tagged, the trail runner is out. That third base belongs to Eric Patterson. So they run him back to the bag. They tag them both. It's going to be Victor Martinez is out. Now Patterson leaves the bag. The ball's still in play. He's going to be tagged out.
Meanwhile, the Rays will intentionally walk Adrian Beltre at first base open with Ortiz at second base.
Oh, is that a messed up play?
Wow. It works out very badly for the Red Sox. It really could add it on to this 3-run lead. So they could here. 2 down in the inning as they will put Beltre on. And the first goes Adrian Beltre on the intentional walk. I want to remind you to visit the official online shop of the Boston Red Sox at redsox.com. Browse the largest selection of official gear. Get your gear from the official source, the redsox.com shop. Accept no substitutes. Two on with 2 outs now in the Boston 6th inning. And Kalish is lined out center, flied out to left. And double to drive in a run. And there for strike 1. One and one. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. And the Red Sox, the second team, over 700 runs scored. The Yankees have the most. Red Sox 707, and the Rays just under 7 at 698. On the strike to Ryan Kalish with 2 on and 2 down. It's a fly ball down the left field line. Crawford over and under. Makes the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox get a run, take an 8-5 lead at the end of 6. Favorite baseball team. Dunkin' Donuts is the hometown favorite for coffee. Dunkin' Donuts would like to recognize the hometown favorite fan of the game, going above and beyond, just like Dunkin'. With 60 years of coffee greatness, Dunkin' Donuts is number one for iced coffee. Josh Reddick moves from left field to right field as first pitch from Atchison is in there for strike one to John Jaso. Staying in the game is Eric Patterson, who pinch ran for J.D. Drew. Ended up part of a double play. Strange double play at that. 1 to Jaso is fouled off to the left. 0-2. Rays had a 4-0 lead at one point in this game and 5-4, but they trail now 8-5 as they come to bat in the 7th. Atchison's second inning of relief, as he had a 1-2-3 6th inning, getting hot. Upton and Bartlett, the bottom third of the Rays order. Double-barreled action, Okajima along with Daniel Bard. Fouled off, still 1-2. Zobrist, then Crawford. Anybody gets on, Evan Longoria. A chance here in the 7th inning. On the ground to first base, Lars Anderson by himself for the first out of the 7th inning. Atchison coming in and doing what he normally does. Throws strikes. He's thrown 14 pitches, 12 for strikes. One out, Ben Zobrist is 0 for 3. He's reached on an error in the first inning. Popped out in the second. Struck out in the 4th. As he takes strike one. The Red Sox on the year 59-10 and leading after 6 innings. And here they are in the 7th with an 8-5 lead. Behind 2-1 to Ben Zobrist. Red Sox heading out after the game to Oakland, waiting for a 3-game series against the A's. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Once again, that cut fastball from Scott Atchison inside to Zobrist.
Fly ball to center field. Kalish going back, and he'll make the catch. Good break, and back to the warning track to make the catch. 2 down. Kalish talking the other night about learning center field here still and doing it really on the fly here in the major leagues, but not seen him make too many mistakes out there in center field. He's been pretty sharp.
No, he gets a very good jump on the ball, very quick reactions. It is a tough center field to play because of the green monster out there, of course, in the 420 triangle.
2 down for Carl Crawford. Crawford 0 for 3. He's popped out to second, grounded out second, and struck out swinging. Crawford and Upton, the only 2 players in the majors with at least 15 home runs and 35 stolen bases. As this one is down the left field line, foul. What a combination of power and speed both have it. Crawford and Upton. Rays have double figures in steals, 6 of them in double figures in steals, leading the American League in stolen bases. And B.J. Upton, of course, has a 3-run home run tonight. Goes off Tim Wakefield in the second. Swing and a miss. Crawford down on strikes. Atchison's retired all 6 batters he's faced in the game. 7th inning stretch, 8-5 Red Sox. Time now for a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. After a day off on Thursday, the Red Sox will head west for the 3rd and final time this season. They'll start off in Oakland, where they'll have a 3-game set with the A's. That's off to Seattle for 3 with Ichiro and the rest of the Mariners. Sox will then get another day off before returning home for 6 games. Randy Choate back on the mound again as he is at the 6th inning, back out there for the 7th inning, and it's the bottom third of the Red Sox order. Josh Reddick, Bill Hall, and Lars Anderson expected to bat. As Reddick fouls off the first pitch. Red Sox on top by 3, 8-5. Reddick to left, slicing away from Crawford. It is a fair ball into the corner. Crawford plays it out. Reddick to second, a double to begin the 7th inning.
Well, the guys we kind of highlighted in the open tonight, Kalish with a double, a drive, and a run. Reddick picks up his 3rd of the night, and Lars Anderson had his first major league hit. Again, good hitting, slicing that ball to the opposite field off the left-hander. Here comes the organ.
Reddick safe at second, safe and secure. New York Life. Joe Madden will make the change. 8-5. Red Sox on top of the Rays. Grant Balfour will be in when we come back.
Early in the ball game, Lars Anderson making a fine defensive play at first base. Diving, going across his body, knocking the ball down, and eventually getting the out. Coors Light Freeze Can brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Lars Anderson will be on deck here. Standing in is Bill Hall with Josh Reddick at second base. As the new pitcher is Grant Balfour for the Rays. Fourth arm used tonight by Joe Madden for Balfour's 47th appearance, 1-1 record, 2.20 earned run average. Homer sitting at 217 against Balfour. Balfour calling in the shortstop, Jason Bartlett. Beach ball has come out on the field here down the left field line. Carl Crawford sends back into the seats. Balfour spending time in the DL. Had an intercostal strain and missed 32 games. Third game since coming off the DL. Grant Balfour. Nobody out here in the seventh inning. A double for Josh Reddick. Stands at second base. Hall waiting on an 0-1 pitch. In there for strike two, 0-2. Fouled off to the right, still 0-2. Watching the Red Sox bench, Daniel Bard alone now. Slice foul off to the right, still 0-2. As Anderson waiting on deck, Red Sox batting in the seventh. Rays had a 5-4 lead. Red Sox scored 3 times in the fifth, once in the sixth. Lead-off double here in the seventh for Josh Reddick. Hutchinson going the last 2 innings, retiring all 6 batters he faced. In the dirt, 1-2. Red Sox out hitting Tampa Bay 14-6. Reaches out, grounds it right side. Hall does a very good job of taking it the other way to give the opportunity for Reddick to take third. Let's check in with your Need to Know with Ness and Daly, presented by Sun Life Financial. Here's Jade McCarthy. Hey, Jay, thanks very much. Lars Anderson standing in, 1 out. Josh Reddick at third base, infield in for Tampa Bay. Anderson earlier getting his first major league hit in the 4th inning, a single to right field. And he gets his second major league hit, an RBI at that. From third base comes Reddick, and the Red Sox lead it 9-5. Lars Anderson with his first RBI.
sounded like a broken bat, but it didn't matter. Infield pulled in. Line drive between first and second. Anderson gets that run in from third base. And gets his first RBI, so he's got his first base hit. His first RBI in the ball game tonight. I don't know if players save their first RBI hit. I know they didn't my day, but if they did, this ball was thrown into the crowd.
The Marlins just flipped it into the seats.
First home run they try to save, but I don't recall saving the first RBI.
So this young man will have it for Lars.
If he wants it.
Which is up high in the count 1-1.
Here's DeMarlo, he's just going to get the ball and flip it into a fan. I can understand that.
Down low ball, 2-2-1.
Which brings us back to high maintenance, which you accused me of early in the ball game.
I was kind of hoping we weren't going back there.
Oh, we are. Because I thought that was a total cheap shot. And I think the crew would back me up that I'm probably as low maintenance as you could possibly be.
As I told you before, I went on the offensive because I knew you were going to come after me with that, so that's why
I would say that you need attention. I wouldn't say high maintenance. I would say you need attention.
You think so?
I would think they would agree with me on that.
And you pointed out Joe Stafford. Why do you think Joe Stafford may think I'm high maintenance?
Now you're really asking for it. Now Joe Stafford, who's a high first cameraman, right there. There's Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Joe's a man's man. He also does. Whoa.
High fly ball for Scudero to left. Back is Crawford, and that ball's gone. Two-run home run for Marco Scudero, his second home run of the night. Red Sox have opened it up on top 11-5.
Well, Marco Scudero moves back to shortstop, and what an offensive night he has had. Single, double, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. He gets the fastball from Balfour and finds the monster seats.
Second career multi-home run game for Marco Scudero. Did last year as a member of the Toronto Blue Jays.
A lot of good things happening for the Red Sox offense here tonight.
It's been a 3-run 7th inning, and Patterson now batting. Pitch ran for Drew in the 6th inning.
Since you brought it up, every night before the game, if you watch our games, we have a segment where we call the Open, where we come on before the game to talk about the game coming up, which is the majority of it is really your thing. And Joe Stafford, of course, is the cameraman who comes up to our booth, and we tape that. That's taped probably 20 minutes prior to the game. And there always seems to be some problem with the positioning of his camera. It's too close, it's too far away, that's not getting you right angle of your face.
Down the line as Pena will flip to first hand under the glove of Balfour, and reaching at first base is Patterson. I'm very thankful for all this action right now.
Yeah, but it's going to continue. I think this should go as a base hit, to be honest with you. Let's see. To the back end goes Pena, not a routine play by any means, and they're going to give Patterson a base hit, and I certainly agree with that.
It's the 4th hit of the inning allowed by Balfour. And Patterson is on, of course, with very good speed, getting there at first.
I guess my point is that when it comes to being high maintenance, and I think Joe would agree with me on this, that I'm very low maintenance in the open. I just sit there.
Is that agreeing? Is that nodding? I think it is nodding. I guess Joe feels the same way.
Don doesn't quite always agree with the camera angles.
This is so unfair.
It's not unfair. It's not unfair. I think this is very true.
Not only not true, but very unfair.
Matter of fact, I've actually heard the expression, "Can you make my hair look puffier?" How do you do that?
I even messed that up.
Thick and flowing.
I said thick and flowing.
Thick and flowing.
That would be fabulous. Next year when I come back with plugs, it is going to be really thick and fluffy and flowing and fantastic.
So I think you get the high maintenance thing all backwards, and I think I have a lot of people that would,
on occasion,
probably agree with me.
I have made a suggestion as to what might be the best way
on occasion
to frame you and I both.
No, you don't give it. You don't. You could give two. You could care less how I'm framed. I almost said something bad there. But you could care less how I'm framed. As a matter of fact, the way of doing your part of the Open,
yes,
I'm leaning like this to get out of the picture.
Well, that has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the HD.
Whatever it is.
Your shoulder could be in the shot.
So then I pop in, my tie's all crooked, everything's crooked. Do I complain? No. I just do the Open.
So you're saying the Open is all about me, first of all.
Yeah, it is.
And then I'm high maintenance, and that Joe agrees.
I didn't say you were high maintenance. I said that you were, what did I say? I forgot already what I said.
Whatever you said, Joe agreed.
Well, let's just put it at high maintenance. I will say you're high maintenance.
Very unfair.
With your audio and also video.
Very unfair. 3-0 pitch is high, and Victor will walk down to first base. And here comes Joe Madden again. Joe has used 4 pitchers tonight. He'll use another. 11-5 Red Sox.
Red Sox final with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll preview the West Coast road trip and bring you the final word from the Red Sox clubhouse. Catch it after the game only on NESN.
11-5, Red Sox on top of the Rays. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitcher is Lance Cormier, 52nd appearance of the year, 4-3 with a 4.39 earned run average. And it's sitting at 297. David Ortiz stands in and takes ball 1 inside. Cormier is now in his 4th game of this road trip. This is the 6th game the Rays have had on the trip. They dropped 2 out of 3 to Baltimore. Split so far here with the Red Sox. Ortiz chops it foul outside at first. runs at first and second. And 1 out in the inning. And they're inside for ball 2, 2-1. Runs in this series, 35 in the last 2 nights. Teams putting up some runs and ways to go here. Red Sox on top right now by 6. Ortiz pops it up. And around the bag at second. Bartlett, the shortstop, to the outfield grass for the second out of the inning. Beltre homered in the second inning. 2-run shot, singled in the third, grounded out in the fifth, and was intentionally walked in the sixth inning. 27 home runs down the year for Adrian Beltre. As he takes strike 1. Chop towards second base. Zobrist on the run will flip to first in time to retire the side. Red Sox scored 3 more times, taking 11-5 lead to the 8th. Sox experience, which includes turning the scoreboard during the Red Sox-Yankee game on October the 2nd. Go to Overstock.com for details. 11-5, the Red Sox on top of the Tampa Bay Rays as we head to the 8th inning. Michael Navarro takes over at shortstop for the Red Sox. As Scooter had quite a night tonight. Daniel Bard into the game, 63rd appearance, 1-2. With a 1.80 earned run average, 64 Ks in 65 innings. And opponents hitting at 167 against Bard. Evan Longoria takes ball 1. Well, another great job tonight by Scott Atchison, who retires all 6 batters he faces in the 6th and the 7th inning. Meanwhile, the Red Sox racking up runs in both the 6th and 7th innings offensively. Tight to Longoria, 2-0, missing in 99. 13th time this season that Atchison has gone at least 2 innings, and he does it tonight, getting to Bard, who falls behind 3-0 and walks the first batter that he faces. So Evan Longoria on to begin things here in the 8th. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Evan Longoria at first base to begin things here in the 8th, and Carlos Pena is coming up. 1 for 3. He's fly to left, grounded out to second, and single to center. Up and away, ball 1. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ball 2 strikes to Pena. Longoria at first base as Anderson stands in behind him. 1-2. Grounds one right side. Anderson, nice pick to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. Anderson getting the front runner, and Navarro being wiped out.
He got cleaned out pretty good at second base by Evan Longoria. Lars Anderson going to the other side of the runner to make the catch. He makes the throw to second base. Now there's the trip up right at second base by Longoria, and Payne is able to beat the play at first base.
Wow. Ball came off very early at second base.
In the neighborhood play.
Yes, sort of. 1 out Pena at first base. And Matt Joyce standing in. Joyce with a double back in the second inning. 1 for 3. Outside, ball 2. Bard has thrown 10 pitches, but only 3 strikes since coming in. Wrap foul, and it's 2-1. Brad Hopp waiting on deck. 1 out, 1 on here in the 8th inning. Joyce turns on this and lines it into right field for a base hit. Anya heads for third base. He will get there. Throw from right is cut off. And the Rays have runners at first and third with one out.
Well, Joyce picks up his second hit of the night. Had a double back in the second inning. Now the base hit off the fastball from Daniel Bard. Fastball inside that he's able to get the barrel of the bat out on. So a little bit of a struggle here for Daniel in the eighth inning. The walk, the force play, now the base hit.
Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. One out in the eighth inning, first and third. In 8 innings, that base hit was just the second hit given up by Bard this season to the Tampa Bay Rays. First and third, one out. Brad Hopp takes a pitch up top for ball one. Hopp singled in the second inning, walked in the fourth, and grounded out in the sixth. Welcome back, grounded back to the mound. Bard to second for one, on to first for two. It's out of the jam in the eighth. 7.5 done, 11-5 Boston. David Ortiz with the Red Sox down in the game at one point, trailing 4-0. Able to tie it up on this home run, 4-4. And the Rays come right back as Jason Bartlett and the Rays take a 5-4 lead. His double in the fourth inning puts them on top 5-4. Ryan Kalish, though, coming back with a double of his own in the fifth inning. And the Red Sox would take the lead 6-5 and then not look back since as they score 3 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, 3 in the seventh, and take an 11-5 lead to the bottom of the eighth inning. That's Cormier returning to the mound. And Kalish takes strike one from Cormier. Fooled in the pitch is Kalish, and it's 0-2. Dan Wheeler warming in the pen for Tampa Bay. Broken bat, grounder, foul. Red Sox on top by 6. Hideki Okajima warming in the pen. Been up a couple of different times tonight. Tight to Kalish, 0-2 to 1-2 now. Reddick and then Hall expected here in the 8th inning. Field line foul.
Steady diet of breaking balls to Kalish in this at bat.
Shot foul outside of first, still 2-2. RBIs for Kalish. 11 have come at home right here at Fenway Park. Two-two pitch. Curveball hit in the air to center field, and B.J. Upton over a few steps to make the catch for the first out of the inning.
After the game, it's WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC and Peter Gammons. They'll break down the game and bring you post-game reaction from Tim Wakefield and Terry Francona. That and much more after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
1 out in the 8th, and Josh Reddick coming up. He's had a big night tonight. First career 3-hit game, a single in the 2nd, a single in the 4th, and a double in the 7th innings. Also lined out, so 3 for 4 night for him as he taps this one foul. In the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. Wants a new baseball. And gets one from home plate umpire Gary Cedarstrong. 1 out in the 8th. Cormier came into the game and retired all 3 batters he's faced since coming in. He got Ortiz and Beltre to end the 7th. Kalish flying out here to begin the 8th. Now a 1-1 pitch to Josh Reddick. And it's 1-2. Check swing, he goes around, and the throw down to first base on the putout goes 2-3 as Reddick strikes out for the 2nd out of the 8th. 2 down. Joe Madden out to make another change. As Cormier gets him 4 outs. 2 down here in the 8th inning with Bill Hall scheduled to bat. Dan Wheeler will be in. 11-5 Sox. $500 to the Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Standing in is Bill Hall here with 2 outs in the 8th inning to face a new pitcher. Dan Wheeler, the right-hander, into the game. 54th appearance, 2-2 with a 3.43 earned run average. Sitting at 201 against Wheeler. This one raced foul back into the crowd. Swing a foul tip. And the catcher's mitt, and the count is 1-1. Up and away, 2-2. 7th straight season that Dan Wheeler has appeared in at least 50 games. And remarkably consistent in that regard. His second stint with Tampa Bay. Time in Houston in between. Came up through the Rays organization originally. Here's 2-2 pitch. He's in the dirt outside, ball 3. Two outs in the 8th. 3-2 pitch for Dan Wheeler. Ball taps it foul. Well, you'll remember the starting 9 not to have a base hit tonight. The Sox have 17 hits, and Hall is 0 for 4 in the game. Runs, 33 hits in the series for the Red Sox against the Rays. A lot of offense, not much pitching. 3-2. Ball strikes out, and it ends the 8th. We head to the 9th inning. 11-5 Boston. Red Sox new battery entirely. Kevin Cash into the game for Boston. Martinez with the rest of the game off, and Hideki Okajima into the game. His 46th appearance of the year, 4-3 with a 5.30 earned run average, 340 opponent batting average. Daniel Bard pitched the 8th, gave up a walk and a hit, but got a double play. Upton hits a liner to third. The Beltre catches for the first out of the inning. The Rays this year are 4-48 when behind after 8 innings. One out in the 9th inning, and Jason Bartlett batting 1 for 3, doubled back in the 4th inning. Red Sox are 70-4 when they lead after 8 innings. Bartlett takes strike 1. Papelbon up in case in the pen. To right field. And a catch on the run. Nicely done by Reddick. He's sinking fast and gets a good jump running forward to get the grab. 2 down.
Line shot right here by Bartlett, but there's Josh Reddick to make the catch. JD Drew coming out of the game earlier. Reddick moving to right field.
2 down, and a pinch hitter here for the Rays. Kelly Shopik bats for John Jaso. 181, 3 home runs and 12 runs batted in. Shopik climbs into the box here with 2 outs in the 9th. Chopped up the middle and into center field. A pinch hit single for Kelly Shopik. So 2 down, a base runner for the Rays, and Ben Zobrist coming up.
Well, after this game's over, Tampa will become huge Red Sox fans because the Red Sox still have 6 games remaining with the New York Yankees.
It's been a kind of a tough trip now for Tampa Bay as they drop 2 out of 3 to the Orioles. And a big comeback here in the 9th. They would have dropped 2 out of 3 to the Red Sox, and now they got to go to Toronto. Ball 1 away. In the series against the Blue Jays that begins on Friday, Brett Cecil will go in game 1. Ricky Romero and then Sean Markham. Zobrist takes strike 1, 2-1. Two outs in the 9th. Kelly Shopik at first base. Ben Zobrist with a count of 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Ball 4, he walks him. So single and a walk after 2 quick outs for Okajima, and all of a sudden Rays have 2 on here with Carl Crawford coming up. Crawford 0 for 4 in the game. He was popped out to second, grounded out second, and struck out twice. Red Sox been able to keep him off the base paths in the game tonight. Crawford having a tough time against Okajima in his career. He's 2 for 14 against him with 5 strikeouts as he fouls the first one off to the left. To Crawford with 2 down in the ninth. Reaches out, fouls it. 0-2. Runs, 17 hits, an error for the Red Sox. 5 runs, 8 hits, and an error for Tampa Bay. Red Sox are not away from taking 2 out of 3 from the Rays. Crawford grounds one to second base. Hall's got it on to first. Red Sox win. Red Sox win it 11-5. And take 2 out of 3 from Tampa Bay. And big home run night for the Red Sox as they come up with a total of 5 home runs in the game, including 2 from Marco Scutaro. We're back at Fenway Park with more after this.